Good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. We are going to go ahead and do a quick video around Taco Combs Season 2 that kicked off actually back on December 5th. I'm a few days late and I apologize for that. Again, I was on vacation last week, so I didn't have a chance to record, but we're going to go ahead and go through some of the details for Season 2 on today's video. We're going to go ahead and talk about some of the new features that are part of Season 2, some of the details in regards to dates that are coming up here in the near future, and anything else that you need to know, especially like the prize pool for this season is huge. So these are things that you're going to want to know going into Season 2. Before we jump into the video, I know I have to do everyone's least favorite part of the video and let you know this disclaimer. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Please make sure you do your own research before you jump into any project. Don't take my word or anything that's said in this video as financial advice or advice in any way. I'm just a gamer playing a game and reviewing games as part of this. I am not telling you to jump into any project or anything along those lines. Do your own research. Make sure it's right for you. Go ahead and pause this video and read this thoroughly before we jump into it. All right, so let's get back to the video. All right, let's go ahead and dive into it. First of all, if you're not familiar with Taco Combs, I did a full video on this about a week and a half, well, no, actually probably about 2 weeks ago now. So you can go ahead and check it out. I'll have a link in the description down below so you can check out all the details. It walks you through how to play, what you need to play, what you need minimum, some of the guidelines that'll help you really succeed in the game. So you can go ahead and check out that video. I'm not going to cover those details in this one. What I wanted to do is focus on Season 2, really the calendar and things that are going on within Season 2. I'm going to also dive into the game so we can see the specific details, but let's talk about some of the actual dates that are coming up here. As I mentioned earlier, Season 2 kicked off on the 5th, December 5th, and will run all the way to January 2nd. So it's a little less than a month. You're going through the holiday season. So just be aware that you want to keep checking it throughout the holiday season if you celebrate these holidays that are coming up. One of the other key notes that you should be aware of is December 12th through the 26th. That's when the shop opens up. For those of you that are really focusing on earning the tokens for the shop and really getting those NFTs for both Taco and other games that are partnered with Taco, these are going to be key dates. You're going to want to go ahead and gain as much of those tokens as possible going into the 12th, which is actually started already. So you can go ahead and claim those NFTs, especially the limited ones, because remember, there are a number that are limited. So that's going to go all the way to the 26th, right after Christmas. And as I mentioned, January 2nd is the end of the season. And they're already starting to talk about Season 3, which will kick off here on January 12th. But before we get to that, the thing that most people are probably excited about is the prize distribution for Season 2 will be January 11th. And the reason that I mentioned that and highlighted that one is because if you look up here at the top, there's going to be 417,000 wax in this season as far as the prizes. And as far as the other rewards, it's going to be over 1 million wax since launch, which is insane. You don't see that in a lot of projects. 2 seasons in, 3 months in, and they're already talking about over 1 million in wax total. So the prizes for Season 2 are going to be huge. So you're going to want to try and compete. It's, again, up to you if your situation holds. Go for it. So those are the dates that we're looking forward to for Season 2. Let's talk about the key feature that is now available in Season 2. I did a whole video on this, released on December 5th. So you can go ahead and check that out if you're interested in it. But what I'm talking about is the rental system, the chain field rental. Chain fields are expensive if you're new to the game or new to wax in general. Might be a little bit pricey for you and you might not be ready for that. So you do have the option to go ahead and rent chain fields, and you can go ahead and do that just for some shing. Just quick looking at it, they do have it live. Here are a few of the chain fields that are available. They're ranging anywhere from 9,000 shing for 7 days all the way up to 500,000 shing for 28 days for the entire season. So they got a nice price range out there. Some are common, some are up higher. So make sure you do your research before you jump in and rent any of these, especially for those longer tier ones, just to make sure that you're actually getting what you want. But if you want to take a look at all the details, I have a video out there. Again, I'll have a link in the description down below. It was released on December 5th. Tells you all about the rental system, walking through both how to loan out your chain fields and also rent others. And to give you a hint, just a sneak peek, in the future, there's going to be other NFTs that you're able to rent and loan out. So this is really just a test with Chainfield, make sure everything goes well. Then I think they're going to expand to other NFTs. Just throwing that out there, which I think is fantastic. I hope more projects do something like that. All right, let's actually jump into the game itself. Just a reminder how to get there. Just go to app.tacocrypto.io and you can just click on the button here for Combz. Takes you right over there. And the season's going to look very, very similar. The big changes that you have is really just the total wax and rewards. 417,000 in rewards. Let's go ahead and view this. Essentially, if you make it into the top 60, we'll just say top 50, you're going to get a reward. I think I was in the top 50 last season and I still managed to get like 30 wax. But if you're able to get in like the top 20, top 10, that's where you're going to get a significant amount. For example, let's just say you end on 19. That's 1%. 1% of 417,000 wax is huge. So that's a huge reward if you go out there and start playing. As far as the mechanics go, they're very similar to how they were before. So I'm not going to go through all the details. Like I said, I have a full other video. I did mention the shop that is opening on the 12th. So this will all be cleared out. A lot of this is old stuff from past season. They're going to go through and they're going to update all of these and put new ones in there, new limited edition ones. Basically all the ones that are sold out will be replaced. I don't know if it'll be the same NFTs or if it'll be something equivalent. We'll see once that happens on the 12th. Again, I'm recording this on the 11th. You're probably watching this past the 12th, so you've probably already seen this. But if you haven't, go ahead and jump into the shop and see what's available. But those are the main changes. Like I said, the rental system is probably the most or the biggest change that you have here. And it's pretty simple to go ahead and rent. You just go over, you can go over to app.tacocrypto.io, go up to the top here where it says rent. It's going to give you the option to rent and lend. I did a full video on this. If I want to go ahead and add an NFT to rent out, I can go ahead and do this one, confirm, put in my price, 2 days, 7 days, does not matter. Let's go ahead and put it for 7 days. We'll do, I should probably do some research before I type this in, but sure, we'll go ahead and type it in anyway. 20,000. So I will receive 10, or I'll receive 90% of that because 10% goes to, I believe it's the venue. No, I'm sorry, 10% gets burned. So that'll be there. So if I go ahead and hit confirm, that'll be available for rental or for loan out there. I'm probably going to cancel this after the video because I want to go ahead and use it for season 2. But that is out there in case I want to go ahead and someone wants to rent it out there. So that's how it is. That's how we're going to go. I'm actually going to go ahead and cancel that because I want to use it. So let's stop the rent. And then we'll go ahead and start pushing for season 2. We are back. I wanted to quick do a my progress update, kind of connect the two, both how I'm doing and also connected with the season 2 rental system. It's been about a day, 24 hours since I created the first part of this video. So what I wanted to do is come back and actually, now that I've had a chance to dive into season 2 and really work with some of the rental system and things like that, I wanted to kind of give you both my progress and also a little bit of a tip that I noticed as I was going through the process of basically going through my version of season 2. What you'll see here is this is the chain field that I had, and I had during the season 1, all the videos that I've done so far. And what I've done is I've actually gone through and I've rented 2 additional chain fields and grabbed a few of the space combs off of the market. So that's where I'm at right now. And the reason I wanted to go ahead and do this is if you go out in the secondary market, the chain fields most chain fields are over 100 wax for just the commons. If you start looking at the rares and the epic size, it jumps up considerably. So I wanted to go ahead and stress this as far as renting the chain fields and how it really does help out. I wouldn't have been able to both get these 2 chain fields and additional space combs if I would have just bought them off the secondary market. I went through and actually rented these 2, and they were relatively decent price considering you get them from 7 days, as long as you're using them for that full 7-day time frame. What I did was I just went over to, again, the rental area. I did show you this before. And my focus was on being able to support the low end or commons, level 1s. I shouldn't say commons, level 1 space combs, because it was the best rate. To be honest with you, when you're over here on the rental side, what I did was I did rarity, and I didn't see that one before. I skipped a rate over everything except for the commons. And the reason why I focused on the commons is because I grabbed a number of level 1 space combs, which are reasonably priced on the market, considering obviously you got to focus on your strategy and pick the best thing. But then I went in here and I grabbed a bunch of these, the ones that say 4-0-0-0. And when I rented mine, it was in this range. It was slight. I think it was right about 9,000 Shing for 7 days. You're going to see some people in here charging some ridiculous amount of Shing for 2 days. Just make sure you scroll through, find something that works best for what you're looking to do, and the time frame you're looking to do it. I went 7 days because I wanted to test them out, and then all you have to do is grab a little bit of Shing, which is great. I think I got 60,000 Shing for like 7 wax. So it's reasonable. You can essentially, I rented 2 chain fields for 7 days for about 18,000 Shing. That's like 2 wax. 2 wax for 7 days. If you go ahead and you grab some of these that are in the higher range, like the 11 days, and there are a number that are 28 days, you're making out pretty well. And let me I'm trying to find one that's 28 days that is similar. There we go. 30 days here. It's similar. It's a 3-1-1. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. For exactly what I rented for 30 days is 50,000. That's less than 6 wax to go ahead and grab that for the season instead of spending like 100 wax to go ahead and own it. So to do the math. Again, the prices change, everything fluctuates. All this is as of the time of this recording. But I wanted to show you how beneficial this rental is, because now I'm able to go ahead and have 3 chain fields working consistently at a reasonable price. Obviously, the space combs, you still got to go ahead and fill them up with space combs. But what this is allowing me to do is get more production, more bang for my buck. And what I can do is, like I said, there's a number of different strategies that you can go for. You can focus on grabbing a hun so you can get on the leaderboard. I've only cycled through a few times, but as I mentioned last time, I would think I was in the 50. I think I was 50th place, and I ended up getting roughly 20 to 30 wax, which would pay for the space combs for the entire season. And that was me starting the season super late and not putting a lot of effort into it and only running one space comb or one chain field. So there's the potential there. Again, everything changes with the markets. Everything fluctuates. We are in a volatile market with crypto. But I just wanted to go back and show you a day into it, season 2, where I actually went ahead and rented a few things and have already seen some good progress with it. So again, in the comments down below, let me know if there's anything else that you wanted to take a look at, or if you have any other questions, I'll be happy to answer those. I hope you all have a fantastic day, and I'll talk to you later.